This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hello, everybody.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Okay. You don't even know if it's. You have to stop.
I don't think it's working.
Okay. How do you know that? You won't hear it.
Oh.
But we can. All right, everybody. I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Weapon H All-in-One Podcast, Wednesday's edition with Tonya and Herm.
Herm and Tonya.
All right. Look at that. Look at that. Why are you fussing with the thing?
Can I hold it?
I mean, you can hold it. Wanted to. That's why I was trying to wait before I even started pushing record.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Anyway, I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode. As you can see, we always start with something lively and livelier. Well, let's hack it. But anyway, today we ran across an interesting topic, I would think. We found out that, well, I guess it was about a week ago maybe, but Draya Michelle is actually
A basketball wife.
she's dating a basketball player.
Well, she
Jaylen
was on
Greene.
Basketball Wives, just to provide some history.
Oh,
She was
yeah,
on
cool.
Basketball Wives
Okay.
with Shawnee O'Neal.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I didn't think you knew that.
who was she married to before to be on the show?
I don't think she was married to anyone to be on the show. I know. Just like Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Potomac, these women aren't married. They just call them housewives.
Oh,
But I,
mean,
don't
they
believe she
at
was
least in a
married. I think she
relationship.
was dating. But
Okay,
I don't
she's in a
remember that
relationship.
either because she wasn't one of my favorite ones.
Okay, so apparently she's pretty popular though. So
She's very popular.
right, so now she's actually dating Jaylen Greene, who's a rookie in the league and 21 years old, and they're expecting a child. So what made it, I guess, newsworthy was that I guess she's almost 40, and you had a bunch of people on there calling her a predator, and and
They were calling her that before.
oh, were they?
Oh, she's reckless.
Oh, okay. Well, the issue was coming about because, women were mad that people were calling her a predator, but men can be 40 and date 21 years old, and
They're
they
predators
think it's a
too.
double standard. Yeah, but that's what I say. I say they get called the same way, but, a lot of the women in the comments thought it was a double standard. If the men don't get chosen like that, I said, actually, no, unless they
Is
do.
there a limit for you to have someone younger than you? What age limit is that? Is it 20 years, 30 years?
Yeah, I guess so. Because, I don't think it's the amount of years. I guess it would be, for me, it's like, I can't do 20s.
So there's nothing wrong with what Draya Michelle is doing. You're saying because you're saying there's no limit. Is that what you're saying?
There's a limit to it. I wouldn't say it's no limit, but because he's really, she did what she did and took advantage of the situation, but he's only 21.
How do we know she
He's
took advantage
21.
of the situation?
He's 21.
Does she have other kids?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know her like that. I'm the only reason I heard it because it just happened to pop up on a timeline like that.
So do you think she's wrong?
No, she did what she wanted.
Do you think it's creepy?
It can be, yeah.
Do you think it's
If it
creepy?
was a guy, would it be creepy? Yes.
If you were 38, would you ever date a 21-year-old?
No.
Would you ever?
Not especially not having no daggone kid with him, no. Her? No. No, not at all.
When you were 21, would it have been really attractive for you?
Absolutely.
All right, so
I would have done, but I wouldn't have no kid though. I wouldn't, not like that, no.
Well, we don't know what the circumstances were. Maybe she,
Threw it on him.
said,
and,
I'm on the pill.
Yeah, but that's why I always strapped up.
Yeah, you should strap up with
I was
her.
the king of strap up. And especially around that era when I was doing all the...
Two of them? You strap on with two of them?
Double down.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, my goodness.
Double down.
That's hysterical.
I wasn't playing no games.
And did the woman ever say, here, I'll take it and throw it out for you?
They tried.
And what'd you say?
Absolutely. No, I got it. Don't worry about it. Good. I've had that. I had them try to give me condoms. I'm like, nah, I'm good on that.
Oh my gosh, really?
I would take their condom, then I put mine over it. Yeah, and I wasn't playing no games. I was kids. Nope. I said, if I had a kid in that time frame, I had the perfect name for him.
What was that?
Houdini. Because the only way he was going to be, he'd had to make it through 2 rubbers, spermicide, and still find his way through all that. You a bad boy. You was meant to be here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. 2 of them.
2 of them. 2 of them and pull out and still
And
pull out.
Pull out
Oh,
game
wow.
was impeccable. That's why I don't have any kids. That
Yet.
I didn't want.
Yet.
Oh, yet. I'm not about to have no kids.
You don't want any kids?
If I wanted them, I had them already. I mean, I was close.
I mean,
Once
Janet
during my-
Jackson was.
Hey, man, I ain't think about Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson got $1 million. Nobody think about her. Yeah, that old.
I think Janet Jackson did worry a few of us 50-year-olds thinking there was a chance to get pregnant.
Oh, I'm sure she did. I'm sure there's probably a couple of knuckleheads out there trying it too. They're not realizing Janet got millions of dollars. Did she actually have the birth, or did they have to have C-section get out?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, because I mean, 50 years. I mean, that's. I mean, it's a great thing that she was able to do it. But again, everybody doesn't have the resources that Janet Jackson has to be able to have that baby.
Right. I mean, at 50-something years old, the last one is just turned 15. I can't imagine having a kid.
Yeah.
Your freedom's gone. We're down the home stretch.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about no home stretch, but
We're down the home stretch.
No, I'm not down the home stretch. You can be down the home stretch if you want to. I'm not down the home
We
stretch.
are
I'm
down
just
the
past
home
the point
stretch.
where I want no kids. No home stretch for me.
Home
I'm
stretch
not
meaning
even
we don't have
halfway.
to worry about, I don't have to worry about a babysitter. Okay, I can't go visit
Oh.
you because I need a babysitter.
Okay, well
That's
okay,
what
that
I'm
one-
talking
I didn't know-
about.
I thought you was talking about that other one.
What?
That age thing, that home stretch.
There's nobody thinking about that.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. That's why I asked. That's why I said what I said. But again, for me, that it's really that whole age difference thing is really it's kind of a complicated subject.
I don't think you're really being truthful about how you're really thinking.
Yes, I am. When am I gonna have?
Because you
20
just said at 21 you would absolutely.
do not have a kid. No.
Okay, but at 38, would you have a relationship with a 21-year-old?
No. I might again do them,
Oh my gosh.
but I'm not.
17 years younger?
No. Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, that's like now being 50 and 17 years younger, it's 30 something, 33.
And you would.
No, I've done it.
Oh my gosh.
I've done 30-year-olds when I was 50.
Oh, it's creepy.
You call it what you want. They're grown. How's that creepy?
I think there's
They're adults at that point.
there are adults. I just think that's creepy.
It was for me, the difference.
Like, what did
was
you
in
have
the
in
20.
common with somebody that's 20 years younger than you? Don't
Not
even
a
say
whole
the
lot.
obvious. Right,
Not a
exactly.
whole lot. That's why I wasn't gonna go nowhere with it. It was fun.
So it's okay to
Have some fun.
have some fun without thinking of anything long term.
For me, some people are different. Guys, some of the older guys, they want kids, so they'll have the younger ones just because they want more kids.
Oh, all right.
But I don't want any kids, so for me, it's a fun thing.
A fun thing.
Fun thing.
Well, I don't know why that's creepy to me, but okay.
I don't know why, but is she creepy
Who?
for doing what she doing with him? She's 30 and he's 21. He's barely out of college. For me, it's the
You
20s
think
is
he's
just
messed
too
his?
young.
Do you think he's messed his life up?
I wouldn't say he messed his
I
life
mean,
up,
at
but I'm
21
sure it's a
years
mistake.
old, I would, if I was his mother, I would say, listen, you have the rest of your life to have kids. Concentrate on finishing school. Well, he's in the league, you
Yeah,
said?
you're in the league, yeah.
Right. I mean, why?
And
But everyone is different.
everyone
I mean, look
is.
at
You're right.
Doug. What's that?
Doug Christie.
Doug Christie.
Well, I got to see that firsthand. That was insane.
You know, and
No, that was
because
insane.
everyone's different.
Like-
But as a mother, I would absolutely tell my son, no, you don't, because I also
Right.
feel
You
like
gotta
it's a
realize,
distraction.
He's the same age as your son. Your son is how old now?
He's 22,
Okay.
I'm telling you,
Your
he
son
can-
is actually older than him.
right?
So
He
you
could-
imagine Jason coming here telling you he got some 39-year-old woman pregnant. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I think me and my crew had to roll up in her house.
Because she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
She caught her a young NBA kid that doesn't really know much yet. Now, apparently, he didn't have either. I don't want to say he didn't have people around. Either he didn't have people around, or he wasn't listening to the people.
But I thought
who were giving him
before
advice.
you go into the league, they give you classes and training, like
they give
groupies. Because I think she's just a group.
So they go in there and they're breaking it down about groupies and how you can be caught up in the trap and what they do and how professional they're professionals.
Did anybody in the rookie seminar get caught up by the rookies? By the you did?
Can I finish?
You didn't? No, because these are good questions that my people
all are
want to
going to
know.
be answered. They're going to be answered once I finish the story.
I need you to land that plane. Land that plane.
But you got to explain what it's about. So they're explaining it because they're telling you these women are professionals. They'll be waiting in your lobby. They know how to get to your room. They gave a lot of ways of how they can get to you. So after they went through all of it, sent everybody upstairs, and they called everybody down. Maybe about a couple hours or so, and they're in the room, and about maybe 10 to 12 women come walking in, and they go, you see all 10 of these women, all these women that's here? Each one of them was in somebody's room. An hour later, they just left. They let everybody go upstairs.
Oh, they had these staged women?
They staged them just to see that what went in their
room?
ear. So see what went in their ear if it registered to them, and they just show how easily it can happen. Like, look, we just told you about it, and look what happened. Every last one of them that we had as our plants was in somebody's room, and no, they wasn't in mine. So there is, they do try to prepare you, but again, some just don't listen. And if you're, especially young and well, he should have been used to the, all the hoopla with being a basketball player. But if you're really not used to it, especially if you're someone who wasn't one who attracted a lot of women early on, and then all of a sudden, boom, all these women want you, it's kind of hard to say no, even though they may not be.
Is it really hard to say no?
At that age, it is. It's like if you never had it before.
But I thought their passion was playing basketball.
It is. But it's a lot that goes along, and this is a different. And this is a different age now, so it's a little different. But
why?
Because there's so much more that goes on outside of basketball now, like the branding, business-wise. They are a little better than we were as far as some of the business outside, but it takes away from sometimes their wanting the craft as well. So it's just difference of times, but that kind of hoopla really doesn't, it's really the same. If you didn't have it, now all of a sudden you're getting all of it.
Did it phase you?
At the beginning, yeah.
There were women throwing themselves at you?
It was actually pretty, because I was kind of quiet in high school, so I was I was pretty much on the shy side.
But you were devoted to craft.
Right, but as college, and as college came along, I started adjusting more and more to it as I was in college, and by the time I got to the professional level, it was different for sure.
So when you were at the professional level, right? Did you ever open up your room and see a woman there?
No, I didn't get that, but I've gotten quite a few out of the lobby. Like they'll be in the lobby.
And what do they say?
Because I'll be sitting over there. Just say I'll have a drink and then slide over and they'll talk and we'll have a conversation. And they really didn't,
So, don't these young men know that these women just want to, it's nothing authentic about it? Like, were you able to tell?
Mm-hmm. Most of the time. Most of the time I knew it wasn't, but I still wanted to do them because I could. But that's why I strap though, but see, some of them don't. And that's where the difference comes in. But I knew some of them didn't want me for nothing but whatever it was.
Yeah, so why do you even give them that then if that's all they wanted?
Because that's all I wanted too. So
I'm telling you, if I knew that's all you wanted, you're not getting it.
but you're not coming in this. You thinking of a whole different situation. You thinking of somebody meeting a date. That's not meeting a date. That's what it is. What it is. That's where you're not.
Yeah, but I still think, as a young man who is popular and
And taking advantage of the situation. Him too.
but why is he taking advantage of the situation? Why can't you walk away from the situation since all they want is to sleep with a ball player or to be with a ball player?
And the majority of them, all they want is to sleep with a model or sleep with somebody pretty. It's the problem end up coming in when they're not able to have thought. Understand. I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna protect myself as fun. A lot of them get caught up because they weren't used to it and they end up getting caught up in it.
I'm telling you, I tell all my kids, all of them, stay away from women. They'll throw you off your game.
Hey, this is a wall I'm talking to, guys. You should listen to me when I'm telling you something about women. That's the same thing. It's like
my
talking to that wall.
22-year-old
They do
figure that out.
No, they'll listen, but
Because you don't need to be in a relationship. Because I know, women are emotional at that age. They want a lot of your time. So they'll take you away and it affects your game. I saw that. I mean, what's more important? Having a woman which you can have the rest of your life or your game?
Did he take it when you gave him the advice, or did he have to learn and then he had to learn for himself?
I just don't.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, I guess a little bit of both.
Hmm?
A little bit of both. Because I said you don't have to be in a relationship.
No, you don't. Not if you
Women are a dime a dozen.
Because that basketball thing, it takes a lot of your time.
It does. And
Now,
if that's what's most important to you, then concentrate on that. Women will come. They will.
But some already have someone that they were with. How did you feel in that situation?
Oh, please.
Because we also see that situation where someone is with someone throughout this whole little ride of his.
And they're the ones still holding them back also.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't have any of that when
We know when I was in college, it was basketball, school, family, other women. Maybe I'll date Tonya.
Was Tonya an option? I didn't think I was an option back then.
It wasn't an option because there was basketball, school, family, other girls. I was not coming in fifth. Wasn't happening.
You guys don't believe that, do you? You guys don't believe that.
I wasn't coming in fifth.
Fifth, really? You're just gonna go over exaggerated?
Basketball,
School, okay, all right. I'll give you those two.
family,
Okay. What? I mean, but come on.
other women.
That's the mess.
That's not a mess.
Other
That's
women.
all right. I had a very discerning spirit back in the day, so I could tell who was foolishness and who just wanted to get my panties, and you weren't getting it.
But she was smart for me. She wasn't smart for everybody. Now, keep talking. All of a sudden, you discern when it was me, but you don't discern when it was the other people.
I had very long-lasting, meaningful relationships. You weren't about nothing in college.
I wasn't.
All right, so why are we even going down that path?
I can admit that.
I could tell.
All right, but I wasn't but don't get it twisted. I wasn't mean about it.
And women need to pay attention and know when those red flags are up and just keep it moving. You don't need to give anybody second and third and fourth chances. This comes with age.
I'm about to say, because in college, everybody was having fun. Everybody was having fun. Who was trying to be? I mean, you had a few that was trying to be serious in college.
There are people that want to be serious.
I just said that. There was a few trying to be serious in college, but a lot of people were having fun too. I mean, it's college. You learn and grow.
Well, I'm talking about maybe your late 20s, 30s.
Okay. That's when you're different. But see, that's the thing where I was going to go back to the young fella. He's 21.
He don't know nothing about a red
nothing.
flag.
He don't know nothing. And
That's a
whatever
shame.
they were telling him,
Where is his mama? I'm telling you, if his mama was around,
We can't.
she'd be like, no. Absolutely not.
We can't say that though, because maybe she did. He just didn't listen. So we don't really know the details of that. But
I think young men listen to their mother.
yeah, I would think so. But
Mine do.
sometimes they don't. We grew up different. A lot of people grew up different.
You wouldn't have listened to your mother?
I listened to my mother to an extent. I listened to my mother to an extent, but I didn't listen to everything she told me. Apparently, because she would. I'm just saying, because she wouldn't have approved a lot of stuff I was doing.
What were you doing?
Throughout all that basketball stuff, she wouldn't approve all that. All that, dating this one, dating that. She wouldn't approve all that. But I had to, say what she said. And I took her advice and I rolled with it. I did what I had to do. Oh, what I wanted to do.
Was your mother's advice different from your father's advice?
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. She was more so of, like, focus on what you're doing. Right. Leave, all that outside mess alone.
And what was his?
His was like, enjoy yourself. But he still was focused on, because he was basketball school first too. But, as far as, hey, do what you do. Enjoy yourself. Just protect yourself.
I think my kids should enjoy themselves, and I don't think they should just be in a relationship.
Because it's hard, especially back then.
And I would tell my daughter at the same age, like, just date, go out, but you don't have to get intimate with anybody, because young men at that time, they're not looking for anything except how many, because at the end of the day, when you start having relations with somebody, it changes everything. Even at my age, I knew once we, that got into the picture, it was going to be different. For you mainly. I mean, you got real clingy and stuff, but
yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Nobody watching this believe that one.
They might believe it.
No one will believe I'm
They
clingy.
might believe it because they know.
No one believes I'm clingy.
When was the last time before me you were in a relationship? Exactly.
Does that matter?
It does matter.
Please. It was a couple of years ago, I guess. I don't know. A few years ago.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was about maybe 3, 4 years, I don't know.
Which one? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
3 or 4. I don't really remember because I really don't care. I was in them and it didn't work out. And the thing about it wasn't like they were bad in it. It just didn't work out. I'm still friends with the vast majority of the people I dated or even the ones I was in relationships with. I'm still cool with everybody. Wasn't no hard feelings. It wasn't like I treated them wrong. It just didn't work out.
You just didn't feel like being in a relationship anymore.
I guess. I just realized it wasn't going to work it wasn't going to really work like that. It happens.
It does happen.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna have negative feelings towards you because it's times that they.
But I know, but do they have negative feelings towards you?
Ended it. No,
I don't really believe that.
It's time that they ended it.
All right.
Yeah, because one ended, she didn't think I would,
commit.
Yeah, I guess, and she was wrong, but I can. But sometimes I just won't. It's not that I can't do it, I just don't.
You don't want to.
Right.
So
at times.
Do you have a choice who you fall in love with?
Yeah, that's actually pretty tricky. I don't think so.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, you have a choice of who you start to begin and speak to, but I don't think you choose that that's gonna be the one I'm gonna fall in love with. No, it happens for me. So I don't think it's a choice. I think
so. You can choose not to fall in love with somebody.
Well, if you're not around that person, yeah. Because if it's somebody that you're, I would say, destined, for lack of a better word, you're destined to be with. Only way is you have to not spend time, because the more time you spend with that person, it can tend to happen.
Right.
So that's why I say it's not. I don't think
that's
it's a choice.
Why I have a 3-date rule. After the 3rd date, if I I'm not spending that much more time with you because either I don't want it to go anywhere, or I do want it to go somewhere, and I don't want it to go anywhere.
So why'd you break your rule?
With who?
With me. It was more than 3.
Of course, it was more than 3.
So after the 3rd one, you had an idea. Even after I said what I said in that one of the previous episodes.
About you just wanting, you didn't want to.
Yeah.
We were dating and not in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
we
weren't dating. It wasn't. We weren't back to back dating because it was long distance. So there was time for me to, regroup and come to my senses and be like, all right,
I'm gonna get this one another way, and I'm gonna get this one another way. I'm gonna get one more time. I'm just gonna get one more time, and one more time, and another time, and another time. Yeah, I got you.
Nobody was doing all that. I don't even know what you over there doing. You look crazy right now.
Nobody's believing you, Tonya.
They do believe me. My friends believe me.
Oh yeah, okay.
They do.
I'm sure they do. On camera or in your face. Nah, it was like, yeah, who she trying to fool? But again, it's a very interesting topic, but because it really is a lot of different views and opinions on that age separation thing. Because it sometimes you are lucky enough to, if you just for instance 50 dating a 30 something and they actually are connect with you on a lot of things and
listen,
they're mature
there's ones my age that don't
exactly. So
I can't even imagine dating someone, a man that much younger, because a man isn't even emotionally intelligent to be able to be on my level.
Okay, but that's the difference with women and men, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the men are more simpler. They don't need that much. They almost need...
Depends on the man.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, for the vast majority, they don't need a whole lot. Most of them just, like, if you just... How could you say? Are somewhat compatible. It's not compatible with them. Like a few of the things that they like. Don't give them a bunch of issues. They're all right.
They're all right.
But again, I'd like to thank you guys for joining us once again.
Herm and Tonya. Tonya and Herm. Herm and Tonya. Tonya and Herm.
The latest episode
Herm
Weapon H,
Tonya.
All in One Fitness,
Tonya and Herm.
Wednesday's edition.
Herm and Tonya. Tonya and
Don't
Herm.
forget, subscribe. Get those likes up. Please get in those comment boards. And, as you can see, I will respond to you. And she will respond as well. Give us your views, your opinions. And we'll...
Because they do matter.
Yes, they do. And we'll build up this community. And that way...
Have some laughs.
Have some laughs and open up our minds and learn some things.
And know
learn
that
from you
we
guys.
don't always agree.
Oh, no.
A lot.
Yeah, we learn from some of the things you guys put in the comments, or
Right.
when people will send us something. So you learn from us, we learn from you, and it just builds up a nice little community, nice little fun place to kind of throw out our opinions. So thank you all for the ones that have been participating, and appreciate continued support. See you guys soon.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying.